This semester, we worked on the Zachary Leadership Program Lecture Scheduler, or ZLP. It is a program at A&M where students can meet once a week to learn about effective leadership. In the past, our client, who is the director of the program, would have to spend hours going through students' schedules to find a common time slot for meetings. And this is a tedious and exhausting work since the ZOP is composed of dozens of students. We inherited legacy code that allows students to choose their own schedules and admins to find common time slots, contained with some major errors and undesirable usage cases that our clients were not able to use it at all. We took over the project and started improving the whole web application, fixing bugs and making sure that the app has expected functions and desirable UI to use. So how does the system work? First, admins will select the term for which they want students to enter the schedules. They will then create the cohorts and upload student basic information to the system. From there, students may enter up to 3 desired schedules based on their availability info, such as from what time to what time on what day they are busy with, what courses, and if the course is mandatory or not. First schedule added is the most preferred one, and the last the least one. Each schedule has different costs according to the order they are entered. Therefore, the time slot that conflicts with first schedule is the one that the algorithm will try to avoid the most. Other than that, the algorithm will also give the highest priority to those students who are graduating or urgent students, since if they are not able to be enrolled in this course, their graduation date will be postponed. Since class that ends after 5 p.m. is not desirable by students or professors, the cost of time slots later than 3 p.m. will increase exponentially. Once students finish adding their schedules, the admin can start running the algorithm and find an appropriate time slot that fits all students. The time slot that is chosen by the admins can then be displayed on each student's account. The admin is also able to click into any conflicted time slots, sorted by cost, to see the reason, what courses or personal things of what students in which schedule the time slot is conflicted with. First, our group spent a couple weeks exploring and understanding the legacy code. Since the way students input their schedule is different, we first modified the UI to make sure that it is the way our clients desired. Then a couple of new databases were created and existing databases were modified to store data to assure a good connection between front-end input and database. We also added some features that allows students and admins to have a much clearer ideas how they should use this web application. Some confirmation boxes are also added to warn the admins if the data will be discarded if some actions are taken, avoiding the possibility that the admins clear the data by accident. There were also some bugs that, like, once adding the schedules without naming it, then the whole schedule needs to be recreated, otherwise the submission of this schedule would not be successful. Another main effort we made was to design the logic how the algorithm should be run. Many different aspects were taken into our consideration, and we also tested our algorithms with some test examples after implementation to make sure its correctness. These changes focus on ease of use and accessibility, but also fix major underlying bugs to improve the performance of the system. These changes, in addition to some of those various bug fixes, are what we contributed to the ZLP scheduler, bringing it to its current working state. Over the course of the semester, we have overcome several software engineering challenges and have taken away a few key lessons. First, always commit and working on new branches is a good habit not to mess with active and working main branch. Second, a meeting planned ahead in which everyone works together are more productive, instead of everyone trying to figure out what is supposed to do on their own. Third, understanding lexicodes is the most time and effort consuming task among all, but it is very important because it is the way we know how and where we should start the project and what we should do to improve the project. Lastly, setting up reasonable and attainable goals each week is important for us to step forward in a timely manner and eventually complete the project.